Let's talk about digital advertising, online advertising. The good thing about digital advertising, it's one of the fastest ways to attract an audience, test ideas, and get a steady stream of leads into your business. Qualified leads, which is all we really care about. We actually fine-tune campaigns to make sure that you're getting fewer of the less qualified leads and more of the more qualified leads. That's one of our tweaking processes and optimization processes. So the first thing you have to find is somebody who's good at it and wants to work with you. And I don't mean that in the sense of taking on the account. I mean that in the sense that once they start working with you, they actually work with you, they partner with you. We went through quite a few digital advertising experts before we found the experts that we're using now. What they would do is basically say, I'm in my cave, leave me alone. It always reminded me of Kimi Räikkönen, who was called the Iceman. He was one of the Formula One drivers, very famous driver, always understated. And he was in the middle of a race, and one of his engineers was saying, do this, do that, giving him instructions. And he just said, leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. He got famous for that remark. That's how most online advertising people are. They just don't want you to talk to them. It's too complicated. They don't think you'll understand. They don't want to be bothered with things that you want. So they just stay in their cave and they get irritated when you ask questions. Our digital advertising experts are 100% the other side of the spectrum. They work with you. They partner with you. That's why we call our business Zhivago Partners. We're a bunch of people partnering to help clients, and we partner with our clients. We are people doing business together, and our goal is to help the revenue come in and increase for our clients. It's pretty basic. So they partner, they test, they track, they show you the stats from every 2-week period and how many impressions have gone up and click-throughs have gone up. And if there's a problem, we figure it out. They work on it. They keep tweaking and testing. They're always in there. We have maps, or spreadsheets rather, of them and the amount of activity they go through every week to keep optimizing your account. They also build beautiful landing pages that act as a clear conduit from the ad itself into the landing page, into a purchase, regardless of what the goal is. If it's B2B, it could be downloading some information, receiving a chat, or getting a quote, the person asking for a quote. In the B2C side, it's making a purchase. And so we map all of that, we track all of that, we share it with you in regular meetings, and then if something is not doing as well as it should, we discuss with you the steps we're going to take to make it better. And then we work on it, and we test and tweak and test and tweak. We're also looking for new channels all the time. There are new channels that pop up where people start gathering. There are neighborhoods and communities, so to speak, online where people gather and discuss your type of product or service. And if there's a way to advertise in those channels, we do that. We don't really believe in shotgun advertising where you're just spreading a whole bunch of stuff, the spaghetti on the wall process. We try to avoid the spaghetti on the wall as much as possible. That's why we interview your clients or your customers before we even start work. We want to be so tuned in to their buying process and what they want from you and their desires and their concerns and their questions, so that when we start, even at the very beginning of a campaign, before we do all that testing and tweaking, we already are right in the ballpark. We're already pretty convinced from the facts, from the actual data that we got from your current customers as to where they would expect to find you and what they wish you would say and what they're looking for and what they would respond to. That's hand in hand with how we approach digital advertising. We can also use data from these efforts to influence positively the other work we're doing for you, the content marketing, the email marketing, the SEO, and social, and your website. We also use this data that we gather from the online advertising, the benefit is that you don't have to wait very long for results. We use that data to positively influence our other marketing efforts, including SEO, content, social media, and your website. Online advertising is a very good investment if you do it right and it's managed correctly, and we do that.